Good morning, Wildcats. Welcome back. Today we are providing you with an insight on how a student here at HAR-BER achieved the impossible, and how the decrease in gas prices has affected daily life for consumers in a positive way.
Plus a look into a company who is taking it upon themselves to provide help to the community.
Today is January 27, 2015,
and you're watching HAR-BER Wildcat News.
Every year, students take the ACT between 2 to 5 times before they're satisfied with their score. The average score in Arkansas in 2012 was a 20.
A 36 is considered a perfect score and isn't an easy accomplishment. This year we are introducing a new segment called Wildcat News 10 for 10, in which we take a special inside look at some very inspiring stories.
We're going to visit with Alex O'Brien, HAR-BER senior who made a 36 on his ACT. Well, Alex making a 36 on an ACT it's like less than 1/10 of 1% of the people that take it. What does it feel like to have that accomplished?
Well, it's something I'm really proud of because it was one of my goals going into high school. It was something that I knew that I had been prepared for with the classes I had taken, so I knew that I could get a 36, so it was something I really wanted to set my mind to and accomplish.
What's the difference? You made a 35, you made a 34. What was the difference in that one extra point? What did you do differently?
Well, I think when I finally took it as a senior, I was calmed down a lot because, like you said, I already had the 35, so I knew that I didn't really need it to be able to send a great score to college because I already had that, so that took a little bit of the pressure off. And also, I prepared a little bit more. I practiced pacing myself with the tests, which was a big problem in some of the other ones. So really, just my mindset going into it was different.
Now that's one test. You've been in school for 12 years. What do you think led up to your being able to make a score like that in the education that you've had?
Well, I know that the school system has prepared me really well for it. There are lots of classes that you take throughout that are more advanced than the stuff they even do on the ACT, because like especially the AP classes, those are all college level courses, and so being able to take those has really helped me because I've been prepared for the higher level thinking and the problem solving, so that even if it's not exactly the same coursework as the ACT, that's preparing me for taking tests where I really have to think and really have to work through problems in a fairly short amount of time. So just the regular classes and everything else I do in the school really helps prepare me.
What would you advise if there were a bunch of fourth graders sitting here watching you talk right now? What would you advise them for their future to prepare to maybe be where you are at this point?
Definitely try to get involved in as much as you can. Don't just think that you're going to school because your parents are making you, and don't focus on the fact that you just have to get a job. Focus on something you want to do with your life and think about the fact that school is helping you with that, and it can be fun if you let it. If you're hoping to accomplish something like scoring high on a test, then get started early with it. Don't just wait until the last minute for it. Like, take the ACT as soon as you can and take it as many times as you have to until you get that score you want. Don't just settle for what you think. Don't just settle for a bad score when you think you can do better.
With SLCs directing student goals and career paths, it's very exciting for the future and career world.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, but we will be right back to take a look at how decreasing gas prices are affecting not only the economy, but the environment.
ACDC is an opportunity for them to explore their creative side. It's an opportunity to learn about yourself and to meet and get with other people who have creative minds as well. It's an opportunity for them to express themselves, whether it's through music or art or design or communication. It's an opportunity to just get involved. So much in our world is communication, whether it's written communication or verbal communication. ACDC provides an opportunity to really expand on that and to let students express themselves maybe in ways that they haven't thought of doing before. No matter what field you end up going into in college or what job you have, communication skills and creativity are two things that almost any employer is looking for. The global objective of the Small Learning Community, ACDC, is to provide you with a personalized education while giving you an opportunity to explore your creative interests and goals.
With the average American spending over $2,000 per year just to fill up their tank, the recent decrease in gas prices is a shocking relief to the average consumer. The Washington, D.C. Snipers, the No Child Left Behind Act, and the last time America held the Winter Olympics, what do all these have in common? That's right, 2002, which is the last time gas prices were seen this low.
Well, it's gotten to the point where it's hard for us to even keep up. We have to have an extra person up here to keep up, and especially we do the lotteries too, and we sell a lot of stuff here in the store, so but the gas prices really made a lot of business for us.
With the decrease in gas prices, revenue has been driven up, but the effect is also helping local businesses.
Transportation is essential in our business because we have a product that has to be delivered to our clients. Our clients expect the product to be delivered regardless of the price of fuel.
Though consumers are feeling the relief on lower prices, the reasoning behind it may not only impact the economy in a negative way, but the environment as well.
There's probably three parts to that. First is new technology, fracking, that's taken place. It's extracting a lot of oil that we couldn't get to before. The other part is Russia, in its place, is also pumping huge amounts of oil to maintain its economy the best it can. And the third thing is the slowing economic growth in Europe and China. All of those together are leading to an oversupply of oil, which is driving down prices.
With gas prices plummeting and the risk of environmental hazards on the rise, the future may seem unclear, but ultimately, the future is what you make it. For HBWN, I'm Amber Carnish. Fracking produces approximately 300,000 barrels of natural gas a day, but at the price of numerous environmental, safety, and health hazards, the question is it worth it?
In other news, a very well-known company has their headquarters located right around the corner and is reaching out to not only the community, but the nation in an effort to give back. Hunger, disaster relief, military, education. Each year, this multi-billion-dollar corporation, Tyson Foods, donates to these subjects of interest. With $13.4 million being donated each year, our community is certainly impacted in numerous ways.
We have about 120 plant communities across America where Tyson Foods does business, and in these plant communities, community relations works to enhance our reputation and also the lives of our team members in these communities. So we try to be proactive and communicate with leaders where we have production facilities, where our people live and work, to help them understand that, you know, our goal is to make great food and make a difference.
Tyson Foods earned the Outstanding Corporations Award in 2010. Which shows how employees of the company are committed to enhancing the community.
They want to work for a company that gives back to the place they live. So it's important for us to give back and be a good corporate citizen. So there are a number of focus areas that we have. The biggest is hunger relief, and we're involved in several different ways there, both at the local level and at the national level.
We're a food company, obviously. So our most natural response to a disaster relief is to show up, cook, prepare, and distribute meals to victims, volunteers, and first responders.
During times of distress, Tyson provides comfort to disaster victims, which in turn also provides positive feedback from those victims impacted.
The community, the outpouring is just overwhelming in terms of their appreciation, what we've done. They can't believe that a private company like a Tyson Foods would take it upon themselves to make this type of effort and actually cost to their community.
Tyson has packed over 383 million meals since the year 2000. They are setting a proud example of what it means to give back, an example that we all should follow. For HBWN, I'm Jade and Amber. Many people don't realize what big companies like Tyson are doing to help out on the sidelines.
We're so privileged to live in an area with such big companies located near us that can set examples that we can all strive for.
That's all we have for today, but be sure to tune in next week where we will introduce a young group of students who just might replace us in the very near future. And also, an insight on this year's women's basketball team.
For HBWN, I'm Amber Carnish.
And I'm Jade and Amber. Put a smile on.